standing here in Hanson Hall at the Dole Institute of Politics, looking around and wondering how you could possibly improve on this space. We have the beautiful permanent exhibit, the largest stained glass American flag in the world, and our World War II memory wall. The other piece that I'm standing in front of is this small exhibit case, which was previously the only opportunity we had to showcase the unique collections that document the legacies of Senators Bob and Elizabeth Dole. We knew we could do better than this, and so we decided to, and we were able to do that with all of your support of our vision for an enhanced public space for showcasing historical collections here at the Institute. We can't gather together this spring to honor Senator Elizabeth Dole, to do our ribbon cutting in the space, but we look forward to doing that later this year. I hope you'll decide to come along with me on a quick mini tour of our new gallery and reading room space that is going to be the home of so many wonderful new projects to come. I'm Audrey Coleman. I'm Associate Director and Director of Museum and Archives here at the Institute. I'm so excited to show you what we've got to offer down the hall. Come along with me. Some of you might remember our old reading room space. It was absolutely beautiful and a wonderful formal space. It served researchers really well. The only problem was that it was a bit underutilized and underappreciated. Museum visitors didn't know that they were actually welcome in there. And so there wasn't a lot of traffic, and we knew we could do some things to change that. I like to think of their new space as a history lab for not only archival researchers, but for museum visitors of all ages. This is a place where anybody can come and engage with our historical collections, the legacies of Bob and Elizabeth Dole, and really enjoy themselves and make this a vibrant part of the Institute. So our goals for the renovation were to make a flexible, state-of-the-art space for collections display and use, and to make it a welcoming space. And those changes just start right here with these double doors that we're going to swing open right now, and you're going to follow me into the Elizabeth Dole Gallery and Reading Room. Come on. The Institute is a wonderful place. This room previously had really great bones and really good foundation for us to work with. We have wonderful modern environmental controls and a security perimeter that was already there. So we knew we were just very close to making this an ideal space for showcasing our collections. One major change that we were able to institute was revamping the lights. These are LED lights, they're zone lighting. They're appropriate for the safety of the collections. They can be adjusted for delicate materials and depending on the needs of museum visitors. So it's important to have that flexibility. And this space versus the reading room space back there can be adjusted independently of one another. So we're never compromising either space or either function in this room. Another important improvement in this space and institute-wide that you all supported is the addition of security cameras monitoring for the whole building. And so we are now state-of-the-art, ready to showcase valuable materials here safely and securely with these changes. So we've made these great improvements to the infrastructure to make this an appropriate and safe space for our historical collections and a welcoming space for the general public. We made a few key changes to the physical space itself. Some of you will probably remember the large, beautiful, monumental scale service desk that used to be right here in the middle of the room. We needed more flexibility than that. It was just taking up too much space. So we took that piece out and created a new one that is on skids, actually, so you can be very flexible with this space as well, but as it is right now, this person can serve both researchers here in the reading room and also be a welcoming presence for people coming in to visit the galleries. The second key piece of physical change in the space was that this glass box actually was here before. It was previously an office. It is now a beautiful reading room and just the size that we need for the amount of visiting research traffic that we get. Visitors from all over the world, locally in the region and here, and KU come and use the collections in this space. It's smaller than the original reading room that used to be around here in the gallery, but that's with good reason, is because we have such a great digitization program here at the Dole Institute that so much of our research traffic is actually done remotely. So this is a perfect and appropriate, beautiful space for research here at the Institute. We're so glad to be able to preserve that with these changes. So where'd the office go? The office went across the room into what was previously a closet. When the Dole Institute was dedicated, it was just at the cusp of the digital age. And this space was actually conceived of as being a film viewing, film processing space, but we don't deal with film anymore. We digitize it first, either here or offsite with professionals, and this was completely underutilized. So it was an easy switch from taking that office space here across the hall. We had beautiful cabinetry workers match the look and feel of the rest of the room, and I think you'll agree the result is spectacular, and it's, again, taking advantage of space that was really underutilized before. The gallery space that we're standing in, we had these new cases built here locally. These cases are all modular. They can be moved around. The vitrines on top of them, we can have some made for different sizes to accommodate different types of materials and displays in the future. So we've gained a lot of flexibility here with our displays as well as the layout, and the limits are really only as limited as our imagination. So it's really very exciting. Along that theme of taking advantage of underutilized material is this beautiful media cabinet, previously a media cabinet. It's got some wonderful built-in lighting that I'll show you here. Tube TV for VHS watching, which we don't need anymore. Cabinets for researchers. This is perfectly adequate, again, for the research traffic that we need. And now we've got beautifully lit, very secure cases for showcasing collections that we have down in the archive. Some of you have hopefully taken an archive tour, and if you haven't, you should ask, because we've got tens of thousands of pieces of paper and objects and photos. Those are all going to be able to come up now and be seen by the general public all the time, so we're really excited. Don't want to shortchange this feature here in the middle. Everybody loves to see suits of clothes, and so now we have a place where that can be done safely. This is Senator Elizabeth's suit from the 1996 Republican National Convention in San Diego. She made a groundbreaking speech on the floor of the convention that year, and this is part of the broader Elizabeth Dole inaugural exhibit in honor of her archives that we have opening this space. So again, beautiful, wonderful changes abound in here. Add some new carpet and some fresh paint, and you've pretty much got a wonderful project. We're going to be adding some artwork here in the next few months, so when you do come here, you will notice even more changes. It will be yet even more stunning. I can't wait to meet you here. It's going to be really fun. I want to say thank you to you all, the supporters who helped fund this project, the Elizabeth Dole Gallery and Reading Room. A few local firms helped us develop this project. Marlan Construction, general contractors here in Lawrence. Clark Heisman was the architectural firm who helped out, who helped design the space and worked through those design elements. Of course, KU Design Construction Management helped us all along the way. Our local carpenters, Nate Forsberg and Craig Coleman, did an outstanding job, and all of the folks who did the contract work here on the space just did phenomenally. Director Bill Lacey, I want to say thank you. He took this project in his hands, and we made a big change to the Dole Institute, the largest and most significant in its history since its dedication. I think you'll agree that it was a good bet. So many good things are ahead. We look forward to meeting you soon and celebrating this space. And take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.